Yes, I am Alek Friedman, and I'm a software developer and independent contractor, small business owner, and entrepreneur. I started working in the computer field back in 1995. Back then, I was a database entry person. Someone developed this advanced Microsoft Access database, and as I was entering data, it's kind of got stuck into my memory about how it's organized, how it's easy to use. It was fun to use, so that was my very first encounter with databases. And since generally I'm an organized freak, I like to put, everything should be in their own shelves, organized, neat, being together. And that's what got me interested into implementing this kind of a concept of being organized into the real-life technology solutions. So that's when I figured, well, probably I should choose my major as database development, because the other thing I liked is creating stuff, developing stuff, and then, as I later found out, seeing the end result. When I went to the university, to the Cal State Northridge, one of the courses was to develop like a simple table on Microsoft Access, and I really loved it. It's like something, when I knew that I creating a software package, even though it's like for a school project, it was still a development project. So, that was a great feeling of accomplishment when you know that you can develop a software package that you can rely upon and others can rely upon. And as I studied in school, as I was in college, I worked part-time as an employee for a small interior design company, which is a kind of almost like an entry-level job. But then I took the liberty of redeveloping their whole system, their whole software, and bringing it up to date to the more modern technology. And that's when I started, the company started to make a transition from having, unrelated flat sheets in Excel to an integrated 3D Microsoft Access database. As the years passed by, I implemented the SQL and Visual Basic into the database. 25 plus years later, they still use the same database. So it's both satisfying and inspiring when your client but also my coworkers who really use your package that you developed. They use it daily, and it's a nice feeling. And by the way, interior design, not only did I learn a lot from it, I actually got into my own interior design. I think I got a good eye for things, as far as design, architecture, aesthetics. So yeah, along with that, I like working with colors, with pictures. I was a photographer, a landscape photographer. I'm a Photoshop pro, and occasionally I get a client who would need some Photoshop/graphic design services. And one more thing also about databases, I want to mention that since I work with colors and photo editing and graphic design, I combine the two. So if most of the databases you see out there is just, plain old boring data entry screens, but I like to make my databases user-friendly. Data entry people, they end up working on this hour after hour after hour, so I want to make sure that it's fun to use, that they enjoy it. I don't go putting animations of Mickey Mouse or whatever, but I just want to make sure it's has a nice color, a nice interface, and it's very interactive, user-friendly. Since then, I got some referrals for some computer services because I was good not only with the database programming, but with IT. I want to continue to being a business owner because it gives me the independence, the freedom to choose my own schedule, to be my own boss. So I do plan to continue doing that. I love making things better, but I learned firsthand that it's if you want to achieve something, you have to do something about it. As we say in Russian, there's a saying, water doesn't flow under a still rock. So you have to move things around. So it's I think it's an internal passion, which you see a light at the end of the tunnel. You have this vision of things getting better. And if your positive thoughts will become actions. If you have a vision, you can achieve it. Sometimes it takes time, sometimes it's difficult, but you can overcome these challenges. One of the things that I wanted to mention is that when you're a self-employed entrepreneur, there's no 100% stability 365 days a year. It varies. That's one of my challenges, is the steady flow of income. Again, some months are good, some not. Some years are good, some years are challenging. So on the other hand, I like this challenge. It makes you stronger, You hunt for jobs, you know how to advertise, you learn this all on your own. and then eventually you will find a job. I mean, the most important part is just believing in yourself, never giving up, don't listen to the naysayers, listen to your heart, follow your intuition, follow your inspiration, your desire. When you do the work that you love, it's like nothing can stop you, the sky's the limit.